Few pointers before I speak about 5 levels. One thing is that this 5 levels of leadership is always one-on-one. It is not in group. अगर मैं इस लीडरशिप की कुछ भी आपको टॉक दे रहा हूँ, it is not out of group. It is always focused on one-on-one principles. And the other thing is that if you're in a team, if you're in corporate, if you have a sizable team, or let's say you're a tech lead or a manager or CEO, you always have a team with you. Now, if you have no clue how to lead with them, let's say you go to a new company right now, and your new company, the position given to you is engineering manager. अब इतना फैंसी द टाइटल तो मिल गया है, उसमें जेडी में भी लिखा हुआ है कि आपको मैनेज करना है 5 से 10 लोगों को, प्रोजेक्ट एग्जीक्यूशन करना, सब बता दिया, बट आपको कोई क्लू नहीं है मैं करूँ तो क्या करूँ, कहाँ से मैं स्टार्ट करूँ. यू हैव लॉट ऑफ कंफ्यूजन इन योर माइंड. एंड इफ यू आर इन योर फैमिली, लेट्स से योर फादर, इफ योर मदर, एनीवन, और आपके पास कोई टीम है, आपको कुछ लीड करना है किसी चीज के लिए, और आपको पता भी नहीं कैसे कहाँ से स्टार्ट करूँ. This is when this leadership principle will come into the picture, and you cannot climb these levels actually alone. So basically the fundamental part is आप अकेले ये नहीं कर सकते हो. Just point blank answer. I've invested 3 years of my life just to understand this point. I used to believe कि I can single-handedly do whatever I want. But विजय बोलते थे किरण कुछ तहलका मचाना तो अकेले तुम नहीं कर पाओगे, तुमको टीम लाना ही पड़ेगी. तो मैंने विजय को बोला यार सिंगल हैंडेड ज्यादा इजी है यार, टीम लाके तो यार चीजें स्लो हो जाती है. And but I had to learn investing 1 year failing मेरे से हुआ ही, काम मेरे से हो गया, बट जो रिजल्ट मैं चाहता था वो आया ही नहीं मेरे लाइफ में. तब मुझे पता चला कि यार सिंगल हैंडली कोई भी काम होगा नहीं. तो द फर्स्ट लेवल लीडरशिप इज पोजीशन लेवल लीडरशिप. द कीवर्ड ऑफ पोजीशन लेवल लीडरशिप इज राइट्स, एंड दिस इज वेयर द कंपनी गिव्स यू द टाइटल. And the statement here is all about people follow you because they have to, and this is where people call boss का चक्कर, ये सब. All this is all a title oriented leadership. अगर आपने बचपन में आपने मूवी भी देखा होगा, बाहुबली का मूवी देख लो, लेटेस्ट मूवी, उसमें बाहुबली को टाइटल दिया था इनिशियली, बट ऑल्दो ही प्रूव्ड हिज टाइटल लेटर, बट ही वाज गिवन अ टाइटल इनिशियली. So this is the first level leadership, is called position level leadership, and this is where you actually build your brand. If you are alone, it is a double-edged sword. क्या डबल एज स्वॉर्ड है कि अगर आप कुछ गलती करते हो तो शायद यू वोंट इम्पैक्ट अदर पीपल्स लाइफ, यू वोंट इम्पैक्ट योर लाइफ, बट द डैमेज इज लेस. बट इफ यू आर विद अ टीम, इफ यू डू सम मिस्टेक, इट विल आल्सो अफेक्ट योर टीम. एंड हियर इट इज ऑल अबाउट एक्शन. आप अपना ब्रांड तभी बना सकते हो when you're clear about your core values, you're clear about your ethics, you're clear about integrity, and you know what you stand for, and this is where you build your brand. And John C. Maxwell again tells a very beautiful sentence: leadership is a verb, not a noun. And this actually stuck into my fiber into my body. Here I always want to be in action mode, because the best way to communicate vision is to always be in action mode. So this is the first level of leadership. The second level of leadership is permission level leadership. The key word here is relationships and trust. And the statement here is people follow you because they want to. And while in my journey of implementing my own idea, this is a level of leadership which I failed miserably. I maybe lost 2 to 3 years of my life to understand this fact. And the best part, I could understand, the reason being is I had coaches and mentors in my life. I had Akshay and Seema with me. I had, Onkar and Anju here with me. They actually showed me my blind spots, and they told me, they showed me, Kiran, I think this is where you must have lacked. I think तुम लोगों की अच्छी सी टीम बना तो ले रहे हो, you're creating a voluntary organization, but you're not able to keep them and making them to follow one particular goal because your relationship thread is not established, your foundation is not established. इसको again सीखने में मुझे एक और साल लग गए, and the moment I learned this, it was natural to me. The moment I meet anyone today, building relationship is natural to me, and that is where the level 2 leadership comes into the picture, because you can care for people without leading them, but you cannot lead people well without caring for them. And here all the risk comes into the picture. Here this is where you come to know their personal life. You come to know कि यार वो बंदा कितना struggle life में go through किया हुआ है, वो आपका best friend बन सकता है कि नहीं. You will know exactly how do you solve problems together. यहाँ पे आप problem को चीजें साथ solve करते हो. यहाँ पे you celebrate success together. You eat food together. This is where the foundation is all about. And when the crunch time comes, people will always stick if you're close to them and they want to follow you. And there's a beautiful story of relationship level leadership, but I won't be talking to you here right now due to shortage of time. You can go ahead and maybe do Google search and see about Nelson Mandela's story, how Nelson Mandela actually value people in his personal life, and that created a huge impact in his life as well. And the drawback of this level of leadership is that sometimes people might take you very lightly, because अगर आप ज़्यादा ही relationship करते हो तो लोग आपको lightly लेते हैं. कभी होता है ना, सोच के अगर आपका कोई जिगरी दोस्त है, आप इतना अच्छा दोस्त बन चुके हो कि आप अगर उसको कुछ ज्ञान देते हो कि यार ये कर ले, तेरे लाइफ के लिए अच्छा रहेगा, वो तो बोलेगा तू रहने दे भाई, अपना देख ले, मुझे मत सिखा. And the level 2 leadership drawback is here. People might take you lightly, and this is where again you would need a coach and mentor to learn where do you draw a thin line. You cannot go completely close to people and you cannot be completely far away from people. But अगर आप जब तक close जाओगे नहीं, लोगों को lead नहीं कर पाओगे. So this is where the second level leadership is all about. Level 3